President Park Geun chaired an emergency meeting of the National Security Council soon after the North's claim of a hydrogen bomb test, and the South Korean government released a statement on the situation in a matter of hours after the North confirmed its attempt. We now go to our presidential office correspondent Song Ji-sun. Ji-sun, what's the latest?
Daniel, at today's meeting, President Park Geun said North Korea's claim of a fourth nuclear test would be a direct challenge to South Korea's national security, posing threat to survival of the people. She said the latest provocation has the potential to shake up the security landscape in the Northeast Asia region and stressed the North must pay for its nuclear ambition and actions that go against international peace and stability. Seoul condemned Pyongyang and said a nuclear test would violate UN Security Council resolutions. It says it's taking further sanctions to denuclearize Pyongyang in cooperation with the international community.
그동안 우리와 국제사회는 북한이 핵실험을 감행한다면 결코 묵과하지 않을 것이며 반드시 대가를 치르게 할 것임을 누차 경고해 왔습니다. 이제 정부는 국제사회와 긴밀한 협력하에 북한이 이번 핵실험에 대해 반드시 상응하는 대가를 치르도록 해야 합니다. 이를 위해서는 UN 안보리 등 국제사회의 강력한 제재는 물론 미국 등 동맹국과 우방국들의 단호한 조치를 이끌어내는 것이 중요합니다.
The top office discussed countermeasures vowing full readiness and defense against any North Korean provocations in alliance with the U.S. Not a full week had passed since there was a positive vibe looking forward into inter-Korea relations. In her New Year's message, President Park Geun had expressed her hope for reunification of the two Koreas, and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un had also said the channel for dialogue is open in his New Year's message. However, Kim's message sharply contrasts with a previous claim he made last month, saying that the regime had developed an H-bomb, and further reiterated on Wednesday that with the announcement that it has become a nuclear state following today's alleged H-bomb test. South Korea and the U.S. both say they do not accept North Korea as a nuclear state and that Pyongyang should abandon its nuclear weapons in irrevocable and verifiable ways. Back to you.